Okay, you guys, this is Chris Downing, D24 Fitness. He's a trainer. He works with some pro athletes. He's got 2 gyms, one in North Canton, one in Louisville. And the Warriors Project has invited me in here to do a little bit of motivational speaking. And I'm going to let him talk. Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, first I want to thank you guys for being receptive and to even welcome me in here to talk to you. I know that I know you guys are going through a lot, so the best way for us to make this successful is I want you to get comfortable. We're gonna laugh, we might cry, we're gonna have fun, and most importantly, when I leave here, I wanna make sure I leave you with something, okay? Something that you're gonna take with you each and every day, all right? I'm not perfect. There's nobody in this world perfect. So I want to be, I'll make sure I'm as transparent as possible, all right? So that we can, we can bond, we can click, and everything makes sense, okay? How many of you guys have kids? You don't have any kids? What's wrong with you?
Safe sex.
That was good. That was real good. That was good. So everyone has kids, right? Okay, so I have kids. I have 2 boys and 2 girls. I got a Brady Bunch, actually. So I think I can agree when I can say everyone in here who has kids, you love your kids, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you would do anything in the world for them, correct? And you do anything to protect them, right? Right? And you want what's best for them. And if you're a parent with the mindset that I have, you actually want your you actually want your kids to be better than you, right? So they can pass down from generation to generation to make, your family as fruitful as possible. All right? So this might be a little challenging, and it may be, sometimes it is for me, but I want all of us to go back to when we were kids, all right? Now, go back to that place when we didn't really have any fears. Like, everything was fun. Like, how many of you guys had the whole Ken and Barbie thing? Come on. I know you said, I know you dated Ken. All the girls dated Ken. We didn't date Barbie though, right? We wasn't feeling her, right? All right, but let's go back to that time when we were kids and we didn't worry about bills, right? We didn't worry about anything bad or negative. Life was free for us. We went outside when we wanted to, well, to some degree, but we played, and we played freely. We got dirty, you know what I mean? And we didn't have to worry about going to the grocery store. We didn't have to worry about cooking our meals, any of that. We just ate when our parents said come in, right? But there was a point, and I will tell you this, there was a point of your life when you were a child where you were free, okay? You were free to dream. You were free to be anything you wanted, right? We've all done it. We've all been in elementary school. What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a fireman. I want to be an FBI agent. I want to be a pro athlete. I want to be a doctor. We've all had that. We've all done it. We've all answered those questions, right? Here's what today what we have to accomplish. Here's what we have to figure out. At what point did we lose our vulnerability to dream? That make sense? I'm gonna say it again. At what point did we lose our vulnerability to dream? Because when we were young, we could do whatever we wanted. We believed it. We even had faith. You ever notice in the Bible where it says something? I'm not a preacher, but you ever notice in the Bible where it says we're supposed to have childlike faith? Let me explain something to you. I have a son. My son's 2. If you guys have your cell phones, go to YouTube sometime and type in D24 Sports, and he's the only little light-skinned kid. A couple training videos. He's amazing. I love him. He's a very talented kid. but he's fearless. This kid will jump off of couches. He jumps off of chairs. He has no fear. And what my son fails to realize is he is educating me every single day. I'm 38 years old, and at some point in these 38 years, I even felt fear. I lost my faith at times. I struggled with things at times. And I look at little Chris and I say to myself, man, this kid doesn't worry about bills. This kid doesn't worry about a meal because he has faith that somebody is going to provide for him. He knows it. So he can go jump off that couch. He can leave his room a mess. He can leave the house a mess. Because you know why? He knows someone's gonna take care of it. He knows. He also knows if he gets out of line, I'm gonna tap his butt. He knows that. He has enough faith to know if my dad is home, I can't do this. This is, I'm being straight up with you. Let's break this down to like very simple stuff. Okay, so let's go back to us. At some point, when we were youth, when we were children, we had that. All right? But then something happened. Something happened. And it happened differently for all of us. Something happened. Somebody said something to us that made us feel like we can't have what we believed we could attain. Somebody stole our dream. Most people, I'm telling you right now, would tell you you can't do this, you can't do that, you won't do this, you won't do that, for one reason only. Why is that? Exactly. And they haven't, and they don't have the courage to do it. So it's easy. It's so much easier to pick on somebody else or to attack someone else that is holding on to their faith, even if it's just a little bit, to kill their dream. You know why? Because you're a threat. They want something you have that they don't have. They want your courage. They want that fight that's in you, that you won't give up no matter how many times you fall. They want that. So every chance they get to break you, they're going to break you because you know why? They can't look at the mirror themselves. They can't overcome their own demons. So they don't want you to overcome yours. Now this is where we go wrong. We believe it. We start thinking, oh my gosh, how can I become a doctor? My dad's in prison. My dad wasn't in my life. My mom's an addict. My mom never made it. Oh my gosh, my grandma died of cancer. Oh my gosh. So, oh man, I'm wishful thinking. I believe you. Once you give them your mind, guess what? They got you. Now they can control your destination. Are you with me? They can control it. So what do they say next? You're going to be just like your mom. You're going to be just like your dad. This is why. And then it even gets deeper. They go deeper. They go deeper. They'll attack a person verbally that you really love and care about. Look at your brother. Look at your sister. Look how she turned out. To get a rise out of you, to get you to react. You guys with me?
Yes.
I'm standing here and I'm looking at you guys, and honestly, man, like I want to cry. Yeah, I got muscles, so what? Sensitive, man. I love people. Big deal. Doesn't make me less of a man. It just means I understand. I love my mom. I love my mom with all my heart. My mom has some struggles. She's had some big struggles as I was growing up. I was taken away from my mom. My dad wasn't in my life. I seen it all. Transvestites, prostitutes, all in my house, crack addicts, crackheads, crack parties, living in the worst parts of Canton. I seen it all, had it all. I've been molested when I was a kid. My sisters were molested. I'm being honest with you. See, I'm going to tell you what. I don't care about these cameras. I don't care about anything. If I'm going to come here and I got one shot, I'm going to lay it all out. You know why? Because I ain't got nothing to hide. I need you to understand what we're capable of. So I'm not going to give you this fairy tale life. If you want this fairy tale life, I'll get my phone out. We can go to YouTube. We can watch cartoons. I want you to understand I'm a real person with similar, maybe not going through what you're going through, but I've still been there. I've seen some things with my own eyes. And I'm looking in this room, and all I'm seeing is potential. I'm seeing potential all over this room. Oh my gosh, there's so much power in here. Do you not understand right now you are in the, listen, people outside those doors will never understand what I'm getting ready to say. You are in the best position right now. Let me explain to you why. Guess what? You have absolutely nothing to lose. Straight up. You have nothing to lose. You're already rock bottom. Straight up. Nothing to lose. You are in the best place. You want to know the people who need to worry? The people who are on top. You know how hard it is to manage that? You understand what I'm saying? But but let me explain something though. You don't want to master staying down here now. You want to learn from this place, get to the place in your life where you can exercise your talents and gifts, and you want to stay on top in that area. You don't have a choice. You know why? Because in each of you, there's somebody out in this world right now that's waiting on you to get better because you have the message they need so they can get better. You can't stay here. You can't. I wasn't put on this earth for me. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I was put on this earth for somebody else. I was put on this earth for you. You guys don't understand. Like, you're helping me right now. You don't even realize it. You guys are beautiful, man. You're powerful people. You're just distracted right now. You're just sidetracked right now. You lost that vulnerability. You lost that dream. You allow someone to tell you something. You know, I used to say, it's the funniest thing in the world. When I used to struggle a lot with different things, I used to sit there and someone would say, what's wrong? I said, man, I swear, for this brief moment, I picked up somebody else's life because this ain't mine. I shouldn't be going through this or feeling like this. At some point, I got distracted. And when I would research my position or right where I was at in that place, I made a bad decision somewhere. I did. So somehow, and this is the beautiful thing about this. This is what's so beautiful about where you're at right now. I'm telling you right now, if you can just grasp this, what I'm getting ready to share with you, and apply it, there is nothing in this world that can stop you. There is people out these doors that could never, I mean never, walk in your shoes. All of you should have been taken out by now, and you're still alive. Why is that? Because you're powerful people. You just don't know it. You're distracted. You're so powerful, so intelligent, so powerful. There's so many gifts in this room. You have a gift. You have a gift. I'm telling you, you have gifts. We get stuck when we have gifts and we look at where we live and our surroundings and our environment and our circle of influences, but I can't do this because I don't have enough money to do that, or I can't do this because I don't have this education. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a million people outside those doors that were in your situation that are now on Fortune 500 companies, successful companies, big businesses, influencing nations. Come on, man. Come on now. And to be honest with you, they ain't do anything different than what you and I are getting ready to do. It's simply turn the switch. They had an awakening. They had an awakening. I'm looking at you right now, and it's funny, I picked on you. There's so many talents and gifts in everybody, but there's just so much in you. You know why I can tell so much in you? Look how laid out you are right now. You're just chilling. Look at you, just chilling. Just laid out like free. Free. We got to get back to the place where we dreamed again. I don't care how old you are. Age is a number. And let me explain something to you about age. You want to know what makes us age? Honestly? Now, people always say this and I don't believe it. Tatiana, is that your name? How old is your oldest relative? Grandma, grandpa? Uncle? What, you having any grandmothers or in life? Okay, so even in, you know how they say like black people don't age? You know that though? But seriously, so my whole point is this. We all age, but we can speed up that process by what we put in our body. Seriously. That's black and white. No matter if you're black, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Asian, white, what you put in your body will kill you. It doesn't matter if it's heroin, crack, McDonald's. I'm just being honest with you. Rallies, Taco Bell, it don't matter. At some point, it's gonna weigh on your organs. It's gonna affect you. So here's the good news. There's a way to reverse this. The way to reverse this is what you put in your body. It's what you put in your mind. It's what you put in your spirit. It's what you put in your soul. That makes sense? That's how you reverse this thing. You want me to tell you why you guys are powerful? Let me explain something to you. Let me explain to you why you're powerful, why you're invincible, why you're perfect. Because you've done all this stuff to your body and you're still alive. It can't even kill you. How many people out there have done this stuff one time and it killed them? Why aren't you dead? And then sometimes you're in a situation and you're here and you're like, I don't even want to live anymore. You're saying you don't want to live anymore, but that can't even kill you. So that should tell you right there how powerful you are. You're trying to kill yourself and it's not working. It's not. So here's the key. It's our mindset. Everything that you're dealing with right now, I promise you, everything that you're dealing with right now, what if I told you that wasn't outside of you? It's not outside of your body. It's not. Every problem I have right now, everything I struggle with, everything I deal with, everything you struggle with, everything you deal with, it's not outside of you. You did it. It's in your mind. It's in your mind, man. It's in your mind. I am amazed at how, see, this is what I love to do. I love training people. I love pushing people and making them better and empowering them and inspiring them. But this is what I love. Take me in the trenches. Take me in the trench. I want to be with the people that nobody wants. Nobody wants to help. Take me to them. That's where I want to be. The people who have one chance. The people that feel like they have no hope. That's where I want to be. I want to be with them. Because those are the most powerful people. Because they're already rock bottom. And all they got to do is make one decision. Is believe. All you got to do is do something that doesn't even cost you money. It's just believe. Don't worry about out those doors. That's a whole nother ball game right there. Who cares about that? Trust me, that's going to be waiting on you. It's going to be waiting on you. Everything that you struggle with is outside. It's actually, you know what? It ain't even out there. It's at the doorstep. It's waiting on you to come out. I got to take her out this time. I got to take him out this time. It's waiting on you. So when they're in here talking to you about putting on your armor, you already have it on. You've had it on all along. You just don't know it's on you because you're not dead. If I'm a police officer and you shoot me right here and I have on a bulletproof vest and it doesn't penetrate my body, I'm already armored up, correct? I may feel the effects of that now. I might say, ouch. You guys have you guys have a bunch of ouches right now, all throughout your soul, all in your mind, all in your body, a whole bunch of ouches. They're just reminding you of the armor you have on. I don't get up every day and put on black. I'm already black. It's the truth. You know what I'm saying? And if I want to go African, I can get in a tanning bed. I can get a little darker if I want, but I don't have to put this on. I just have to accept it, believe it, and walk in it. Accept your armor. Believe in your armor. Walk in that armor. You're protected in here. Look at all this love, man. You're protected. Ain't nothing outside those doors can harm you right now. Right now. And if something harms you out that door, guess what? You allowed it to. Because you're powerful people. You're only going to allow to happen to you what you want to happen to you. It's so simple that it's true. Let me ask you a question. As big as I am, are you going to let me just walk up to you and just slap you and not do nothing? Exactly. Exactly. You're not going to allow that. Like, I don't care how big you are. I'm going to pick something up. Right? You just let me just walk up to you and slap you. So why would you let this addiction do this to you then? Why? Think about what I'm saying to you. If you ain't gonna allow some big black brother to come slap you, why are you gonna let something that you can hold in your hand control you, manipulate you, lie to you, tell you something that's not real? That's not real. That's a substance. Let me ask you a question. This is the craziest thing in the world. I'm on an airplane one day, right? This is funny. I got cotton mouth. Hold on. I'm on an airplane one day. I start thinking about beer, whiskey, alcoholic beverages. Do you ever know? Oh man, I might get sued for this. You know what? I don't care. Y'all gotta hurry up and get out of here so y'all can help me pay for these legal fees if I get sued for saying this. So you ever think about this? Okay, this is smart water, right? It's good water, by the way. Imagine if this was Mad Dog 2020. All right? That's Mad Dog 2020, right? It says Mad Dog 2020. You're in the store and it's refreshing. You see that was a strawberry kiwi or whatever, fruit punch or grape, and your mouth is watering. Let me ask you a question. You ever notice how these alcoholic beverages never show you what's going to happen to you once you drink that? If you go up and grab this bottle, right, and it's Mad Dog, and it tells you you're going to kill a family of 4 today at 9 o'clock because you're going to be intoxicated if you drink this. If it tells you that, or if it shows you an image or a snapshot of what's going to happen of you once you drink this, how it's going to just make you delusional and make you feel invincible and take you to another place, would you purchase it? Ooh, listen to what you just said to me. Would you purchase it? If this is heroin and it tells you, you take this, you're probably going to die tonight. Or if you take this, you're going to leave your child, you're going to leave your son. Then guess what? He's going to go to a foster home. Would you take it? Would you take it?
You're going to stop me.
You're
going to stop me.
You going to take it anyway? Okay. You know what? You want the truth? I'm so glad you said that. I have so much respect for you saying that. And I'm glad you said that. Thank you. All right? We'll get back to that in a minute, but thank you for saying that, man. Yes.
A lot of us know consequences and we still do it anyway.
Okay, that's okay. But listen, there's no condemnation here. I ain't perfect. That's the thing. I know for a fact I have a gluten allergy. I know for a fact if I go buy a pack of cookies and eat them, I'm going to get a stomach ache. I'm aware of that. I'm still going to get the cookies if I want them. But no, on a serious note though, yes, a lot of you know, but here's the key. You know what's going to happen. We all know what's going to happen because sometimes we get away with stuff, right? So we just flirt with it again and we get away with it and we flirt with it again. But let me ask you a question. This is the thing that we all need to figure out. If you know the consequences and you do it anyway, what is telling you to do it? I'm sorry, say it again.
Your disease.
Oh, okay, your disease. Okay. Ooh, disease. I like that. Your disease is telling you to do it. Okay. So, go ahead. Your inner critic. Okay. So watch this. Keep going. Who else? I like these answers. Give me something else. Who's telling you?
The devil.
Oh, I like that one. Give me another one.
Friend.
Okay. Who? Your pillow? Oh, shoot. Get rid of the pillow. Who else? Who's telling you?
I pretty much said what I was thinking.
Okay. Anybody else?
My boyfriend.
Okay. Anybody else?
Slick on my shoulder.
Okay. Good. You want to know where, at what point, whatever it is, took residence in your life? When you stopped dreaming and start believing something that wasn't supposed to be a plan of your dreams. It was a seed that was planted. That thought or that word, you're not going to amount to nothing, you're always going to be like somebody, that was a seed. If I put an apple seed right now on this table, it's going to be a seed. But if I take that apple seed and I put it in the ground and I start fertilizing that baby, a stem's going to come up. After a stem comes up, a leaf's going to come up. After a leaf's come up, reflection of that apple's going to come up. So guess what? Tatiana, don't take this personal, but I'm this person, I'm your neighbor, and I've lived by you my whole life. You ain't never gonna amount to nothing, and you're gonna be just like your mom, or just like your dad, or just like your brother. Boom, I planted those seeds, I came back. Ha, failing in school, I told you it ain't gonna be like, I'm watering that thing. I'm watering it. I'm watering it to the point that she starts believing it. When she starts believing it, guess what's gonna happen? Her mind is going to attract other people in her life that believe the same way, and it becomes stronger. So now I was the only one influencing her. She's starting to believe it. She's attracting other people to her that feel the same way, right? And now that power and that influence is even stronger, and it's consuming her, right? So then she goes to another level. She starts accumulating more people, and this person has their heroin though with them. See, this stuff happens in levels. It happens in levels. When you was a baby, your mama did not give you Similac and heroin. Sorry, it didn't work. They didn't give you that. It was levels to this. It might have started out with cigarettes. This ain't doing it. Might have started out with a pill. This ain't doing it. Might have started out with a joint. This ain't doing it. You see where I'm going with this? There's levels to this thing. So this thing has been rooted and different things have been happening, right? Different things are happening to get you to this place, to take you out. I'm telling you right now, is it safe to say that every last one of you are far from your dreams right now? Okay. All right. Safe to say that, right? But the dream's still alive. There's just a cover over it. It's still there. As long as you're still alive, that dream is there. So you're going to ask me, well, Chris, how am I supposed to peel these layers off? How am I supposed to get to that? It's just so far, so many years have passed with one decision. The same decision you made to be in this situation. When you get dressed, and if you do, please show me how you did this, and we can all be rich, I promise, because I'll go home and patent it right now. When you wake up in the morning, do you just hop in your clothes? Everything's on. Pants, shirt, underwear, shoes, socks, belt, everything. You put them on one thing at a time, right? You put on layers, right? That's the same way how you're going to turn this thing around, one thing at a time. The first and most important thing you're going to do is, guess what? Everybody's going to go to the mirror tonight before they go to bed. And you're going to point to this mirror. I'm going to tell you a secret. And give me about 10 more minutes and I'll let you guys go. The most powerful story that's ever happened, man. I'm going to try not to get emotional on this one. Because this is hands down the most powerful thing that's was ever taught to me and told to me. My uncle, the late Henry Downing. My uncle worked at the Hoover Company. My uncle had a drug problem several years ago, all right? Very bad crack problem, alcohol problem, very bad, several years ago. Not when he passed away. And we were talking, he would come over when we would watch sporting events. And he started telling me about this addiction. He said, nephew, he called me nephew. He said, you have no idea how powerful we are as people. I said, what do you mean? He said, if we could, as people could just tap into who we really are with a shift of our mindset, we could accomplish so much. He said, I kicked this crack habit and this was like the most rewarding thing I've ever accomplished in my life. I said, what do you mean? He said, I was so stubborn and this thing was defeating me so bad. I was losing everything. I was behind in my bills. And I just couldn't see myself allowing this substance, something that I could hold in my hand, just take me out. I realized that the crack wasn't even the problem. It was me allowing the crack to be the problem. You get what I just said? He said the crack wasn't even the problem. It was him allowing the crack to become the problem. See, he went through some emotional things. He had a couple setbacks in his life. He had some failed marriages and he had some different things happening that brought him down, and he was looking for that fix. He was looking for something to soothe him, to make him feel better, because he was growing insecure with who he was as a person and starting to feel inadequate. So he became ashamed of himself. So this is what he did. He said, I would get paid on Friday, and man, Sunday, my check is gone. I can't pay my bills on Monday. And this would happen week after week after week. Disconnection, he'd pay enough to keep not to keep the people off his back, but he never paid the bill up in full. You see what I'm saying? And he kept struggling with this thing. So he sat down and he got strategic with this thing. He said, okay, Donut, that was his nickname. Every 2 weeks on Friday, I get paid. This thing gets a hold of me. Monday, I don't have any money. I got to start breaking some strategy to this thing. Okay, he started thinking. He don't smoke it or drink during the work week. Why is that? Because if he loses his job, he can't afford his habit. So he knew he was smart enough for that, which tells me what? The man is powerful, correct? Just like you are powerful. He knows I need this job to secure this addiction, to keep it alive, right? So he said to himself, if I could just get through the weekend, I'll be good. Because I only kick it on the weekend. I work Monday through Friday. I got to get to Monday. So let me tell you what my uncle did. He got his paycheck on Friday, right? Took his paycheck to work with him. He waited till after the mailman came. So he knew if he would just took his check and put it in the mailbox before 2, the mailman comes at 5, he's still gonna get his check the next day on Saturday because we're within the city limits. He waited till after the mailman came, right? Put his check in the mail and mailed it to himself so it would arrive on Monday. Because he knew he ain't gonna smoke Monday through Friday. He ain't gonna do it. He need that job. He need that money to fix this habit. So what he did is he waited till after the mailman left, put his check in the mailbox to himself. Monday, went home. Because the first hurdle was putting that check in after 5. Now, prior to that, he said it was like, oh man, 4:45, he put it back in his pocket. There was times it was 4:50, he didn't mail it, and then he would just cash that check the next day, smoke up his stuff. And he kept failing at it. But the one day he put in there after 5, he went home that night, went to the mirror. I'm so proud of you. I love you. You did such a great job today. Let me explain something to you. If you point to yourself in the mirror and talk to yourself, does that make you crazy? Absolutely not. You know why? Because if I'm sitting here pointing and talking to you, you're still receiving what I'm saying, correct? Even though if I was the mirror and you're looking and you see me and it's not you, you know, okay, this dude's black, I'm white, this ain't right. But if I'm talking to you, there's power. There's power in those words, right? No matter where it comes from. It doesn't matter where the words come from, guys. There's power in those words. You understand? It doesn't matter where the words come from. If you go to that mirror and you point to yourself and say, I love you. You made it through this day. I'm so proud of you. So he went to this mirror. Man, I'm so proud of you. We struggled the last 3 weeks, but we got it this time. Monday, when that mailman came and he got that check, that was victory. That was victory for him. He paid his bills. He went to work. He did it again 2 weeks later. He did it for 3 months until he realized how powerful of a man he really was, until he kicked this addiction. He kicked it. That's how he kicked his addiction. So let me ask you a question. What makes my uncle special that we don't already have? He's no different than us. So I need you to take this time over the next week or so, and I want you to lay it all out, man. Lay it all out. Put all the good, the bad, the ugly, everything. I want to put on the paper, everything. And next to the paper, I want you to write down what's opposite of that and what you want from this moment forward. Okay? Does that make sense? Whatever is negative, I'll need you to put something positive. And you know what you're going to do? You're going to first write all the negative out, and you're going to say to this, okay, I see you. I accept it. I did it. Okay. Because guess what? That tells me what? You're no longer in denial. You're accepting it. Then you're going to take that side of all the positive things, and you're going to go to the mirror, and you're going to start confessing those things every single day while you're in here. I challenge all of you right now, every day this week, I don't care who it is, you need to write something to one of the people in this group. Something positive. You got to speak something to them. You're powerful. You're extremely intelligent. You're amazing. You got to give it to them every day. I'm telling you right now, if you do this, you're going to blow through this, guys. I'm telling you. When you walk out those doors, you're going to welcome that addiction. Come on. Come on. I can't wait to tell you no. And you want to thank it. I want to thank you for giving me my life back. You want to thank this thing for giving you your life back. Because if it wasn't for this, you wouldn't be in this situation and I wouldn't be here. You see the positive from that? Do you see what I'm saying to you? Thank it. Because it brought you to this place. I'm telling you right now, I got 100% confidence right now, all of you are going to blow through this. You're going to triumph something amazing. I don't know what's going to happen, but all of a sudden, God's going to start putting dreams back in your heart, back in your mind. You're going to start having dreams and visions, and then people are going to come into your life. It's going to help you put this stuff together, and you're going to blow up, and everything's going to be unbelievably amazing for you. And guess what's going to happen? Somebody else is going to be in a situation, and you're going to say the same thing I just told you. You're going to do it to them. You're going to start speaking. You're going to start empowering people. You're going to start loving people. You're going to start inspiring people. You're going to make something of yourself. You know why? Because you're already that now. You just don't understand. You don't know it yet. That's why you're going to take that list and you're going to start confessing it until you believe it, just like you believe whoever told you wouldn't amount to nothing. You wouldn't be nothing. You believe them. You might as well believe yourself. Right? Listen, before I go, thank you so much for being receptive to me, being humble enough and open enough to allow me to come in here and talk to you. Because you didn't have to. You know why? Because I can guarantee you right now, several of you have been let down by so many different people, and so many people have lied to you and said this and said that, and they haven't come through. I'm telling you right now, I'm not that guy. Get my email. Send me emails. I will respond to you. When you get out of here, you have a lifetime membership to my gym. A lifetime membership to my gym. Just pray that I can continue to pay the bills. No, but seriously, you have a lifetime membership to my facility. One thing at a time. Dream again. My man, I appreciate what you said, man. Inside you right now, before I go, is so much wisdom. You are a powerful human being. You have so much life in you. So much, man. I promise you, I can see it. There's things you could teach everybody in here and teach me. You're extremely intelligent. Thank you once again, guys, for allowing me to come here. My email is chrisdowning2000@yahoo.com. It's chrisdowning2000@yahoo.com. Email me when you're struggling, when you're going through something. Email me. I will respond. When you get out of here, yes. CHRISDOWNING. See, you didn't EY, like, he lied to us. He ain't responding back to me. CHRISDOWNING 2000@yahoo.com. Contact me. You got support here. You got support for me. When you get out of here, we're going to add another element of support and love for you. And you guys are going to give birth to that greatness that lies within you. And you're going to triumph. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Waiting on you, yeah. Take it to God. Pray.